Week 6 brings us back to the UPDL against the Boulder Brolys, Coach Whoop's team. Now, in Season 1, I got my ass kicked by Whoop. Season 2, I don't believe we battled. Or if I did, I probably got my ass whooped. And in this season, I have not a ton of confidence going in, but I have the saving grace of Whoop playing a gimmick team. We've got a couple of these this season. This one being the all-mythical team. So, that did pose a bit of a problem in the drafting process, seeing as mythicals are generally pretty solid, especially those 100 base stat lines. You can do a lot with those kind of mons. So, there were a number of snipes. I think this team didn't end up exactly how it was envisioned, but we're going to get into it nonetheless. Starting off with the first pick, which is a great mon here, Keldeo, the My Little Pony Couture. This looks like, I love this mon. It always reminds me, it looks like a mon that would have like a McDonald's toy that I would chew on as a child. And for some reason that makes me really happy. But Keldeo is a great mon. The only thing is really lacking in any capacity is coverage. It's kind of just got water, fighting, and ice from what I can think of off the top of my head. Of course, normal as well. But what it does with that water, fighting, and icy wind is pretty damn good. It's a good stab combination. It's a great typing all in all. You've got a fast speed tier in 108. You've got access to priority in Mach Punch. You've got Secret Sword, which is great. You've got Hydro Pump, Water Pulse, Surf kind of beams. You can play with Justified. You can play for a physical set if you want to, and you've got options over on that side. I think you have a little bit more coverage as well. But all around, a great mon to be starting off with. Next up is Entei. Entei has a pretty well-rounded moveset, all things considered. I think it's got Edge Quake sitting around in there. It's got Extreme Speed, which that +2 priority is nice. And then, of course, it's got Sacred Fire, which is just a great move. It really makes them on. I mean, that 50% chance to burn 100 physical damage to stab is just damn good. It can also, of course, use curse sets to kind of bulk itself up for an E-speed set, or be a bulky mon in general. It's got Roar for phasing, and some other utility that I cannot think of off the top of my head. Great mon, though. Next up, we've got Mew. We have seen Mew in, I believe, every season of the UPDL. This thing is the Swiss Army knife of Swiss Army knives, outside of Smeargle. It can't, of course, do everything that a Smeargle can do. It can't learn every single move, but it can learn so much. It can do pretty much anything. It can be offensive. It can be a setup sweeper. It can be, like, spexed or scarfed. It can pivot. It can trick for utility. It can hard support with, like, Thunderwave, Stealth Rock. It is one of the best mons because it is just so versatile, and that 100 across the board stat spread is just pretty useful. You know, you can really just make it work however you need it to, making it an incredible draft mon. Next up is Raikou, somewhat similar to Entei, but a little bit on the faster side. A pretty damn good mon. This thing holds on to Hidden Power Ice, so it does have Bolt Beam. It is not a Terra Captain, too expensive for that. I think it's about 11 points. But good mon. I mean, you need to have your fast electric type or fast speed control, and this is a pretty good option, seeing as Regieleki was already taken. Of course, you're ripping some pretty solid electric attacks and extreme speed to beat out those mons. Volt Switch gives you a good pivot. You've got funny things like Zap Cannon in there. Pretty well-rounded mon. It's not frail, but it's fast and can pack a pretty good punch, making it a great mon. Regirock is a gorgeous guy. It sits there and it gets hit all freaking day long. It's got Body Press in Gen 8 or 9, which is a great path for it. I mean, Stone Edge, even if it misses, you just Stone Edge again. You're sitting around, you're going to do your thing. You can like whip up a Sandstorm. You can explode if you want. You can start to curse. You can Rest Talk. It's a pretty solid, movable wall. It's got rocks, of course, seeing as, you know, I mean, look at him. But a good mon, a very good defensive staple for a team that's looking like fairly well-rounded to offensive so far, so you definitely need that thrown in. Which takes you to Regice, doing pretty much the same side, just on the other side. And this is a Terra Captain. The Terra types I couldn't remember for the life of me. We could check it, but I'm lazy. But Regice, I mean, very similar to Regirock in functionality. You've got ice offensive, though, on this wall, which is a little bit better than rock. I mean, Ice Beam is just pretty dang nice. You can set some Thunder Waves. You can do other shenanigans like that as well. Next up is Volcanion in beautiful 144p. We've got the cutting edge technology here today. I fucking hate this mon. I'm not going to lie to you. I find fighting this mon to be so annoying. It's so bulky. It's so strong. Hydro Steam is such a good move. It's got Flamethrower, Water Absorb as well. Lets you, like, it's a great friend for, like, Regirock and Entei because you can swap it in for free and get health back. Saving Grace, I guess, is a Rock's weakness, which even then it can deal with. But this mon is good. It's also got some good coverage, which the typings are not coming to me right now, but, like, this thing is sitting there. It's a great special attacker. It's pretty damn strong. It's got Earth Power. That's the big thing. Water, stab, Water, and Fire with Earth Power for coverage is just good. It's just a good mon. Which is why I hate it, so maybe I'll draft it one day. Regidrago is Regidrago. He's going to come. He's going to press Dragon Dance and then start pressing Outrage and Earthquake. And that's, like, pretty much it. Or it's going to come in Scarfed with a Dragon Energy. That 200 base HP lets it go a long way. It is a hard mon to remove, and it snowballs and sets up fast. So it's definitely something that you have to keep an eye on. I think this might even be a Terra Dragon Regidrago. We've definitely seen Terra Dragon in the past, if not, which is just crazy because, like, 150 base power scarfed off of, like, 90 speed and a good, like, what is it, 100, a passable 100 special attack stat. This thing is good. It's kind of a 50-50 mix-up where you will either, like, guess it right, it's physical special and wallet, or you will get set up, and then if you just have, like, a mon that needs a turn or can't really do anything meaningful, Regidrago can switch in and just start Dragon Dancing. And literally, like, one Dragon Dance is enough for this thing to just put away a game. It's like a Mega Altaria in that kind of sense. It's one of those mons that you just get Dragon Dance and then, okay, fucking done. And then God Forbid 2 come up. Really solid offensive powerhouse with the bulk to back it up. You'll see, just in general with the mythicals on this team, like, they're good offensive, but they're not even lacking in bulk because most of these are hovering around the 600 base stat total, which is just damn good. Next up is Shaman, another base 100 across the board. We saw this on the Taunt and Meowers in Season 2, I believe, to pretty good effect. We saw a lot of blunder policy like Sleep Powder going on. Seed Flare is an incredible signature move with 40% chance to lower special defense harshly by 2 stages. It's got some good tools in, like, Leech Seed. You can run, like, Sub Leech, Sub Protect Leech, whatever you want to do. You can Drain Tank it. Of course, we're in Nat decks here, so we've got Toxic as an option available to us as well, which just makes this thing a pretty good tank. I forget if this is Terra or not, but it is Terra Captain eligible, which really adds to it. And I think you get a little bit of a secret bonus in the fact that this guy just look at her. She's adorable. You don't expect that thing to be a menace, but it really can. I don't know if I said, but the blunder policy sets as well for the speed boost kind of makes this thing horrifying. Like, you can press a Sleep Powder, and if you miss, you just have another free, almost guaranteed outspeed, or you can, just start chunking with your attacks. Definitely a good mon. Next up, Enamorous Incarnate Cute Charm Contrary Merchant. This one is kind of funny. You have to have that team building presence of mind to remember, like, okay, I have to run everybody female or else I am just at a legitimate disadvantage, which is a really funny knowledge check because I don't know if it's actually come up in a game this season, but, like, that infatuation can really mess with you. It's not good. And then, of course, on the flip side, you can have this thing snowball with, like, a close combat. Luckily, it's not Terra Captainable, so you don't have to worry about that Terra Stellar Terra Blast becoming just horrifying. But most typically, you see this guy running, like, a Scarf set, and it just wants to snowball or be your fast speed control. Of course, 2 immunities as well to Dragon and Ground, making a really big help to this team. Like, Regidrago loves it, Volcanion loves it, Entei, Raikou, and Regirock love it just because of that Ground and Dragon immunity. So pretty good mon. Obviously hits hard. It can run either physical or special, which is a pretty common theme with like all of these mons, except like, you know, Volcanion and Entei both want to run their respective attacking sets. But it's a nice bit of purchase that you have in the team builder where you can kind of figure out a unique way to run the mon every time. Big Manaphy! It's Big Manaphy. Big Manaphy has like 18 different ways that they can set up in your face with that 100, 100, 100 water type bulk. And then suddenly its attack has just multiplied by 2.5 times and you're getting hit by an energy ball or a dazzling gleam or a hydro pump, and it's just Big Manaphy. Take Heart is a great move. It's got recovery. It's got literally like everything it can ask for. It's got like Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, or Moonblast. I think it's got one of the two. It's just a damn good mon. Calm Mind, Tail Glow. This thing just can do whatever the hell it wants. Stored Power is on there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Super, super cool mon. Don't let those big, beautiful, beady, harmless eyes deceive you. This thing is a monster. Finally, we got Calyrex. It's Calyrex. It's Calyrex. It's got Leech Seed. That's all I really know about Calyrex. I don't think it has a signature move like this. It's got Leech Seed. Anyways, moving on to what I prepped into this here team, we're gonna see. I started off with a Specs Bundle set. Specs Bundle here hits, I think, everybody for at the very minimum neutral damage. Nobody resists both of its stab types. And then Hydro Pump and Freeze Dry hit Keldeo, Entei, Regirock, Volcanion. Actually, it doesn't hit Volcanion, I lied. Regidrago, Shaman, Enamorus, Manaphy, and Calyrex super effective. You've got Blizzard for the extra little pump of damage if you need it on like a Shaman or Regidrago, which is legitimately helpful in Regidrago. You want that extra damage, that extra base power. But other than that, we are running modest, not max speed, with max speed without a nature, which lets me outspeed literally everything. It might even get me past a +1 Regidrago. I'd have to check the numbers on that. But generally, this is going to be a kicker in the back or a fast pivot with flip turn, which is how you run Iron Bundle. Here's some calcs for you to look at. Next up, we're bringing Zygarde. Obviously, there's some ice types and fairy types on this team that I have to be wary of, but that's always the case. We are running a Dragon Dance Scale Shot set. The idea of this is to be able to hit Regidrago really well and not let it run away with the game. If I have a chance, I can Dragon Dance and Regidrago suddenly becomes not as much of a problem with Scale Shot. And in the event that it is going to be setting up, I can do damage to it while keeping on speed tiers with it with Scale Shot. And of course, Scale Shot with loaded dice is going to be doing 4 to 5 hits, about 100 to 125 damage. As long as that 90% accuracy hits. Other than that, 1000 Waves is pretty dang good in here. It hits Entei, Raikou, Regirock, Volcanion, which is really awesome because I am neutral or resist both of Volcanion's stab types, so this is a really nice piece to have. Hits Enamorus even through its flying type, which is awesome. It's such a good move. You really have no actual switch into it. I think like the one switch-in the entire game for 1000 Waves is, I mean, other than like, I don't know, a bug grass type, like, is Earthworm, where they can actually be immune to that. But other than that, you're getting chipped no matter what, which is great. It'll always break those sashes. And of course, every time Zygarde comes out, it's also threatening to have that E-speed for priority, which is nice. It'll make Entei and Raikou have to think a little bit more, especially like a Raikou going for a Hidden Power Ice if it's low. It has to worry, like, am I going to get taken out by this E-speed? So, that's that. Next up, Mega Medicham, running a Sub Punch set right now. The idea being that I can get in on a Pokemon that's a little bit more passive, somebody that might want to Thunder Wave me or Toxic me or just swap out at the sight of me, like a Regi Ice or Regi Rock. And I can either get that substitute up for free while they're trying to drop some rocks, or I can just get a straight Focus Punch off and do crazy damage in there. I'm not 100% sure if it would OHKO either of them. They are bulky motherfuckers, but not a lot of things want to take a solid Mega Medicham Focus Punch. And then with the Mons that are neutral into it and not as bulky, like Entei folds to a Focus Punch if it tries to swap in here. Calyrex might actually live. But yeah, it's definitely a big threat. It takes some careful maneuvering, so it's definitely a risky move to put on there, but if you get the payoff, it's big. Upper hand is here for Keldeo, Entei, and Raikou. They like extreme speed and vacuum wave respectively, so that is just a nice way to disrupt that. And then Bullet Punch hits a couple of Mons on here super effectively, and it's just nice to have some priority. Lets me run Adamant with a little bit more ease as well for those max damage Focus Punches. Next up is Annihilate holding the Lumberry. This guy is another kind of Regidrago / Entei counter, physical Mon counter here, with like a little bit of Volcanion ability as well. You can see here we've got 252 EVs in that defense. No nature because I forgot. Don't look too deep into that. But the idea is that Earthquake hits pretty solidly into this entire team. We have a Rest with a Lumberry there to be able to stock up on some Rage Fist damage and then dish it out. Or if we get into a scenario where we're getting burned by like Volcanion's Hydro Steam or Entei's Sacred Fire, then we get some loan forgiveness here. You know, Annihilate took out some college debts, got burnt by the financial system, and he joined the military to get that loan forgiveness. What the hell am I talking about? Galarian Weezing's up next, running Levitate this week, because that's what you do. Another defensive Mon this time with no speed, no attack, just full HP defense with a Rocky Helmet. Another answer to just some of those heavy hitter ones, and a really good hard counter to Regidrago, who really likes to run like something Dragon type and like Earthquake. So this is going to be a really good answer to that. Strength Stream, of course, hitting it super effectively. Also getting Keldeo super effectively, which is nice. Toxic Spikes here let me get a bit of damage on these bulky ass Mons, especially if I can get 2 sets up. Those Toxic Spikes are going to be putting in some work on these Mons that are a little harder to crack. Thunderbolt hits a couple of Mons pretty nicely. Manaphy, Volcanion, and Keldeo, those water types, as well as the pink one, Enamorous. And the Memento, if I start to get low, lets me just get out with some extra cash in hand. It lets me cash out Weezing if I get low, which is easier when you have that bulk. Next up, we've got Rotom Mo ripping a Citrus Berry for today. We are looking pretty supporting here, just like Galarian Weezing. That electric attack is doing pretty good numbers generally across that board. There's a lot of key Mons that it hits, and then there's a couple of resists, Raikou, Drago, and Shaman, of course, and Calyrex. But we can make it work. Electric Terrain here will boost the electric attacks, but actually not for either of my Mons, because they're both Levitate ungrounded Mons, so I guess didn't necessarily think that through, but it's okay. What the Electric Terrain here really is for, though, is to allow the Specs Quark Drive Iron Bundle to go off and pop off and do its thing, which could be really big. It allows Bundle to beat like a Scarf Raikou or Scarf Enamorous, even while doing like that that boosted Specs damage. So that's kind of the gambit there. You can see this reflected in the fact that we've got pretty solid special defense on here. Enough speed to speed creep. I want to say that speed creeps Drago without a boost? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Thunderwave, of course, also lets us take care of not knowing our speed tiers by just managing them by cutting them in half. There's your one calculation that I did for Rotom Mo. And with that, that's what the Willow Wings look like, and I'll get just right on into the replay here. Holy shit, we're live. Okay, we are live. Let's see a bunch of things that we are kind of prepared for. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna quickly just check my audio levels here. We're gonna maybe lower this down like a little bit. See if that's any good. Check the Pokemon thing. Blah, 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 blah. Looks good. Today we've got Untold Brewing's Fruited Sour Ale, just right, with Blackberry, Blueberry, Peach, 5.4%, 16 ounces or a pipe. And we'll see. A lot of what we're worried about, and some things are missing. No Mew is nice to deal with, or rather nice to see. I have some ideas for Enamorus, which are great. Entei, I was expecting Volcanion, also expecting... I'm not happy about it, and don't get me wrong. Volcanion is a mon that I actually... Like, don't get me wrong, hear me clearly. I fucking hate this mon. Nothing against it being drafted, Liam / Coach Whoop, but like... that's why it's a good draft. Like, oh my god, Hydro Steam? Like, are you kidding me? Or Steam Eruption, rather. Hydro Steam is that other jobber's thing. Oh my god, it just drives me nuts. 110 with Scald Burn. Bleh. Woo! Alright. So, we'll see that we've got a Levitate Conjoined Baby. Good news is that there's not a lot of hazard removal on this team in the slightest. I forget if... where is your name? Enamorus, you don't allegedly get defog, which I'm so okay with. This means that there is just straight up no hazard removal. I'm looking at the calcs here. We're probably not outspeeding this guy, would be my guess, unless it's like low. What would be the worst start? Like a Manaphy's pretty bad. Same with Volcanion. So I think starting Rotom-Mow needs to stay alive here. Like, I will hard swap and sack Conjoined Baby here if I really need to. We're going to start with Rotom-Mow here. I think, I mean, we hit 4 out of 5 of these super effectively with Terra Electric, which is awesome. I'm, of course, worried. It's like a pretty important thing to get right. Tearing out of that Ice Beam is, like, nice. We can maybe swap it in on a Hydro Steam, but I don't know about that one, Chief. This calc is important. I think it beats, actually, completely max HP, just nearly. So, whoo-wee mama. I'm definitely worried about this matchup. I know that this is like my last match, which was also a loss. Well, not also, but was a loss. This is another gimmick team, all mythical Pokemon, which doesn't give you the biggest pool, but the good thing about mythical Pokemon is that they all got that 600 base stat. Whew! I'm gonna do some push-ups, because I'm feeling like a crazy boy. Alright, quick 10. Zygarde was, I believe, traded away by Liam this first season. 2 seasons ago. Good God Lord, we've been playing this draft league for... Is this nearly a year? Nearly 2 years? Nearly 2 years. Which is kind of crazy. We're looking at, like, what, 19 months? Because we started my senior year of college at the very beginning, which is now, good lord, nearly 2 years away. But Zygarde's been doing me well. We're running very little priority here, just enough to do... I'm actually imagining that Mega Medicham does a crazy bit to Enamorus here with Bullet Punch. Probably nobody else really cares, seeing as they all really resist it. But hey, if we get down to a Sash, then it's nice to have the prio. You'll see that I'm running, oh, we also have Upper Hand here, which is actually good. And because, oh, I was running Endura Reversal earlier, but then I wigged out and I decided I'd swap it. If, maybe that'll come up later, maybe it won't. But, Upper Hand is a, everybody forgets about Upper Hand. It won me a game in the tournament season 1. Greninja upper hand on a special set. I flinched the Golisopod so it can use first impression. A little bit frazzled today. I don't know if my commentary will be all that good, but I'm ready to be locked in. Oh. I guess I unclicked the button there. Also, happy birthday, Liam. Big... Is this 22 or 23 for you? I'm not sure. I'm also totally doxing personal information. Let's hope we get... I was kind of hoping for a big Manaphy here. Now, we're not going to outspeed. And that Ice Beam looks scary, but if we just Terra Electric Thunderbolt... I mean, hey. It looks pretty good, right? I could also T-Wave. I could also Volt Switch on account of the possibility of a hard swap. But honestly, this Terra Electric doesn't sound too bad. I believe my Rotom does outspeed max speed Volcanion, which is awesome. Can't say the same about blah blah blue and blah blah blah. A chance to Oko, if they try to like go for a Tail Glow or something here, is great. So I think we just take it. Raikou comes out fine. Literally perfectly fine. They could Calm Mind on us. In that case, we just bring out... We'll see. They'll definitely outspeed. I'm not too worried about an Oko. Slow Pivot, or slow Raikou, Slowku here. Give that thing the lagging tail. You never know. It's draft. Anything can happen. We got a crit on that Raikou for pretty solid chip. I don't know if that ensures that I'll be able to Aura Sphere. Yep. Perfectly fine. Get a little bit more chip there. And then quite a few Mons are looking pretty happy here. I'm not going to lie. Like, I could take out Iron Bundle and press probably Freeze Dry at this point with the health down. I could take out you and start trying to do some stacks of... What's it called? Not the best, though. Could start trying to Aura Farm with Annihilate here. Annihilate, of course, trying to be saved for this guy. Doing some solid damage here. I think we'll take out Iron Bundle. Worst case scenario... Well, this could be... Hold on. If this is Scarfed, though, do we fold? Because that is a runnable tech, Scarfed for the bundle control. I mean, obviously it's good with electric, but then if you get a situation where you want to hit like a neutral Aura Sphere here into Rotom and then bring it... I think what we do is, or do we want to go off of that and risk, I mean, one Toxic Spike is going to go pretty far here, at the very least. We'll start getting some chippies down. I don't need this Conjoined Baby here as much because we don't have Mr. Bister. We don't have a Grounded Poison nor Rage Drago on this scene. So we are going to just Toxic Spikes. If we get Swap, we'll probably just try to Memento it and then start getting somebody rolling. I think this is a fine plan. We can look at the Raikou Learn set real quick. Of course, this isn't actually accurate to what we got, but I don't think we're worried about too much. We might get like Psychic Fangs, which could be problematic. But it doesn't look like it. I'm assuming this is going to probably be a swap. Yeah, not the deepest move pool, at least outside of net decks. Inside of net decks, I suppose we could take a little peek under the hood here. Take a little look at Raikou. What do you get for special attacks? Extra Sensory, which is kind of problematic. That could maybe kill me. Oh, we got a turn here. Entei coming out here is perfectly fine. We get that spike up. We could just Memento here, especially if we think we're going to get like a Curse set or something. Or the other Toxic Spike could be nice. I am, of course, Levitate, which is great. A Sacred Fire is not actually killing because I'm really defensive. I don't care if I get burned, like it stinks, but whatever. Yeah, I think we let this go out. If we die, we die. The two Toxic Spikes are pretty worth it. The question is, how do we deal with this? And I think we bring out the Annihilate here. and we just start to EQ. Double Sacred Fire. Is that banded? That is probably something we should check. That looks like it might be banded, which is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Getting a burn on Varicose Veins here, not great, but assuming I outspeed, which is not a guaranteed. Could also take you out, which, again, not necessarily the best thing. I think we're going to take you out because we're Lumberry. We also got Rest in the back, which is nice if we need it. These Toxic Spikes will hopefully do us some good work here. Losing some HP on what's them called is bad. So I'm assuming we could see a swap to Enamorous here, in which case we might want to just peg it with a Rage Fist. Could hit the crazy double swap, but I'd rather lose Annihilate than that, probably. Sacred Fire missing? Dang. That's really tough. This is, damn. That's really tough. I repeat myself. It is just tough. You hate to see a good match get foiled a little bit by that 5%. That is not a birthday present. Enamorous could very well come out here. With all being said and done, though, I'm just going to Earthquake again. Terra Normal, sure. Sacred Fire. Yep, big burn. We heal it. We EQ, and it doesn't kill, but oh well. Not great. Not a great start, necessarily. The question is, what do we do about it? Mega Medicham can just straight up pick off with that. We haven't seen Extreme Speed because you are presumably banded. If I swap in on Mega, that's just not looking good. You, of course, resist, but you don't want to get burned. Which, that's a coin flip. That's a fucking coin flip, dog. Terra Normal makes a lot of sense there. Can't bank on another miss. The question is, do we outspeed anybody of real value? We do outspeed this Mr. Volcanion. Let's see. 54% isn't necessarily making me all too happy. I do get that power boost. Is this Calcan? I don't know if this is Calcan right. Into Entei. That rate. Oh, you're Terra Normal. I'm quite the fool, aren't I? Yeah, maybe losing my physical wall there wasn't the best thing in the world. Do we risk it? Well, if we risk it, we have to risk it twice. So we just let Mr. Varicose Veins go here. And down, and we have a very free spot to come in and press Iron Bundle's Freeze Dry, of course. Actually, low key. That's great. I'm assuming that with random natural defense, I live in a banded E-speed. Yes, I do. So now we just press some iron buttons, some Iron Bundle buttons with these specs on. Kills, no information gleaned out of that. Love it. Fire Blast there does kill, which sucks buns. It might kill my Rotom, but if I can get the revenge kill on that, we're quite happy. Alright, down 2 months for their one, which is not ideal. This thing is definitely scarfed. We're going to see an Aura Sphere here. We hard swap into Zygarde. If we get Hidden Power Ice, we get Hidden Power Ice, and you know what? We get Steezed on, and that's okay. If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. If you got me, Volt Switch, fine. That's fine. If you are in fact scarfed as well, we can start Dragon Tailing. Do I full do a Moonblast? Yes, I do. Do I want to just Iron Tail here? Is that like stupid if they hard swap Enamorous? I'm assuming that this is a Scarf Raikou, which all the behavior is leading me to believe. Assuming this is Scarf Raikou, we outspeed a max speed, so we D-Dance here. We outspeed and then we probably OHKO. And then we really start getting quite happy. Of course, somebody like you is going to be pretty okay. We D-Dance into Enamorous. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Happy. Hopefully this isn't actually the Scarfer. That would be really unfortunate. Iron Tail here. Should be a kill. Whoa, I've been loving Zygarde. I feel kind of corny bringing the same D-Dance to every single max shooter, but... Whoo! It's good. Beautiful. The crit doesn't matter. At this point, we're feeling pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. I was a little worried there being down those 2 Mons. I mean, Galarian Weezing's main reason, checking Reishi Drago, is just not... It's a moot point here, so I'm not too upset about that. From where we go, though, Keldeo comes out. You get only Icy Wind. Is that going to be enough? No, it's not. I believe that should be your... Is Icy Wind 50? It might be slightly better. The good thing is that I should outspeed you, and I think we just take the... Skill Shot could be a really good... It depends on the roll. If I hit 5 times, then we might just kill. And then we also outspeed Raikou, which is really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna kill if we don't die here. I'm so sorry, dog. This is not the birthday gift you deserve. Dun, dun. Do we let Zygarde go yet? Probably not. We can maybe hard swap into Iron Bundle here and then just press a Freeze Dry, and we're pretty happy. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Ice Beam comes out. Ice Beam comes out. We eat that shit for breakfast. Freeze Dry. Bundle's finally actually pulling out some kills, which is nice to see. Raikou comes out here. What are we going to see? Probably an Aura Sphere. I don't know how I feel about that for them. I think, do we just bring out Rotom here and let some Toxic go, try and get a something or other off? This thing has literally got to be Scarfed. And then, what is the best thing that this can do into Zygarde? The best thing is Hidden Power Ice. If we live a Hidden Power Ice, then... No, why would we go into Zygarde? Then we just die the next turn. A Mega Bullet Punch with 2 turns of Toxic is going to be, what, 6 plus 12? 18 plus 18 is not quite enough. I think we just... do we want to swap the Rotom? Yeah, we probably want to swap the Rotom. How are we looking here? 1000 Ways is doing a lot, and then Mega Medicham outspeeds with, I guess just Bullet Punch. Not necessarily the way you want to throw it, but your electric move is going to just delete me, so we have to hard swap here. Probably, okay, Volt Switch is actually perfectly fine. I forgot I Citrus Berried this, too. We love that. No toxic damage, of course, but, hey, we'll take all we can get. This Thunderbolt just straight up kills unless it's, ooh, what's that called? The Electric Berry. Ooh, I ran it the other week. Hold on. We have it right on tap here. If we can look through all this stuff. Anti-Electric Berry is the Wakan Berry. What a crazy one. That's gonna do... That's enough to make me happy. I live those? Jesus Christ. Jesus criminy. We could Electric Terrain here to be able to outspeed a Scarfed, okay. Choice Scarf here versus Electric Terrain Bundle. That's max speed. Yeah, we Electric Terrain and then we just have the guaranteed... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense here. Holy fuck. Alright. That was a relatively quick one. We pressed Freeze Dry. GG's. Yeah, limited hazard removal made those Toxic Spikes. Actually, did they even do, like, any real tick damage? I guess they got Volcanion. Oh, but, yeah. Well played, Coach Whoop, Commissioner of the League. This is the first and only time I've beaten you. And it took you nerfing yourself with the gimmick team, but I'll take the peanuts that I can get. But oh my goodness, I was kind of wigging out all day about this match, and you know what? For pretty good reason. GG's. 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 That's all I got. See you next time.